All right. So, hi, my name is Jacob.
My name is Eric.
And I'm Audrey.
Nice to meet you, Audrey.
Nice to meet you.
So you said like you lived in like Brookline in
I grew-
California.
I grew up in Brookline.
Yeah.
Went to Brookline High School. Um, and eventually I ended up heading west. Okay. All over, actually. Eventually going to California. I originally lived in Northern California, Berkeley, and Oakland. And then I ended up moving down south, okay, into Los Angeles area. And a very good friend of mine, who I had met, her parents had a house down in Mexico, and she invited me to go. And off I went. And it was actually wonderful. And, I'm an animal person, I always have been. And my friend Nadine, her parents had the little house down in La Bufadora, okay, at the very tip of the peninsula. And Pedro Concavallos, he was just up the road, and we became good friends with him. He used to ranch horses. And one summer, someone gave me a teepee. And I took my dog, Wilbur, was the German Shepherd who I'd rescued from Angel Memorial, and the cat named Ziggy, and we went down to Mexico. My friends gave me a teepee.
Nice.
And I spent the summer on the ranch. Yeah, taking gringos out on their trail rides. And that was very exciting life.
Yeah. That.
Yeah,
So how long have you lived in Needham for?
I've been living here for what, maybe a year and a half, maybe?
Okay.
2 years already?
Why'd you move back to like the Needham area after traveling so many places?
Well, what happens is, a story that's not worth telling. But anyways, I ended up coming back to Boston after 3 years, just to come back here for a little bit. And my boyfriend wanted to come with me, which I should have never let him come with me. But anyway, so we ended up staying in Boston. And that's when I ended up in Boston area.
And then Brookline.
No, I didn't live in Brooklyn any
Oh.
longer. I grew up in Brooklyn. Okay. My father died at a fairly early age. And we had a big, huge house. And my mother, when he died, my father died, she would need to be in that big, huge house. You familiar with Chestnut Hill?
Yes.
Yep.
Right, well, my uncle, those apartment buildings that whole across from the mall? My uncle built those and owned those at the time. And that's where
Yeah.
my mother ended up going.
That's
I
awesome.
ended up going elsewhere. That sort of thing. I really never intended to stay there.
So we have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
What would you say the biggest piece of advice would be for kids our age? You'd say?
How old are you?
17.
Well,
Yeah, I'm 16.
Well, 17 actually, surprisingly, 17 was when I graduated high school.
Oh, really?
Yeah, at Brookline High. Anyway, I was 4 years old and I could go into first grade because my birthday was going to be in January, so it was enough just the perfect amount of time for me to go in there because then I turned to be 5 years old. So when I graduated high school, I was 17.
My sister she also was like very young for the grade. She also graduated high school when she was 17.
Yeah. And what school was that?
Needham.
Yeah. So, anyways, what other questions would you like?
Like a piece of advice you could give to, I guess, my generation. One thing that you give as like a message.
I'm your generation. They're different, way different
Or like
generations.
something that's helped guide you through your life.
Yeah, something that's helped you out.
Well, well, to begin with, like I said, my mother had, my father had died at a fairly early age. I used to work at Angel Memorial, okay, in the back with, I've always been an animal person in general area. When I was a little kid and I was given dolls, and I guess my aunt who was wonderful. She was the women's liver of the 50s. And I guess I must have made one of those, I was only like 4 or 5 years old then. I made it like one of those picky places. Did not want a doll.
So what's your piece of advice, Audrey, for youngins?
I'm having to think on that. It's a different era. Okay?
Do you think they
That's
should
true.
travel more? Should they focus on travel? Should they focus on
Well, I've told them about me traveling.
Oh, yeah.
Which is, traveling is wonderful personally, and traveling when you're young is a lot easier than when you're older. But then again,
Right.
when people get older, and they have their, mini bus or something like that, people have that too. Personally, I did a lot of, well, way back then, of course, you could hitchhike. You can't do that anymore either. But anyways, I think, especially because of your health,
Right.
at a young age is good to get good.
Traveling.
Yeah, I think so. Then you can, well, I met this woman who was a famous actor in Mexico. She was a famous author.
Mhm.
And Sam had died halfway down the peninsula. Anyways, I met her and we ended up traveling. Me and the dog, and we went all the way down to Cabo San Lucas, which back then it was just a funky place, not what it is now, which I wouldn't go to nowadays, too much, that sort
Any
of
final
thing.
questions?
But
We're
I
almost
think-
at supper time.
That's
That's it?
Yeah, we're good.
I
Yeah.
think